12 years earlier, Amara met Victor Lang in a freezing MIT computer lab at 2 a.m. She was 26, hair in a messy bun, debugging code for a startup that didn't exist yet. He was 28, charming, Nigerian-American, convinced the world owed him billions. She fixed his algorithm in 10 minutes. He fixed her coffee in 5. They laughed over burnt ramen and dreamed of changing finance forever. Amara dropped her PhD program to code full-time. Victor pitched to investors. She stayed up nights while pregnant with their daughter, Naomi, fingers flying across the keyboard as contractions started. Langtech launched in 2015 with her predictive models at its heart. By 2020, it was worth $2 billion. By 2023, Forbes called Victor a visionary. Only Amara knew the vision was hers. She wore the title Mrs. Lang like armor. Boardrooms bowed. Paparazzi chased. But the cracks grew. Victor's late meetings in London. Hotel key cards she found in his suits. Amara swallowed it all, told herself empires needed sacrifices. She designed Naomi's 10th birthday app herself. Pink unicorns that danced to Afrobeats. Victor missed the party for a critical call in Tokyo. Amara smiled for the cameras anyway. Tonight, the gala celebrated Langtech's new AI division. Amara wore the gown Victor picked. Emerald to match her eyes, he said. She spotted him across the rooftop first, tuxedo crisp, laughing with Lila Voss. Lila, 29, ice blonde, 10 million followers, famous for dating men who owned islands. Amara's stomach tightened, but she circulated charming investors, reciting quarterly projections from memory. Then Lila leaned in, whispered. Victor's hand settled on her waist. Amara's champagne flute trembled. She watched it happen in slow motion. Lila's manicured fingers cupped Victor's jaw. He hesitated one heartbeat, then kissed her back. Deep, hungry, the kind of kiss that belonged in bedrooms, not billion-dollar galas. Gasps rippled. Someone whispered, "That's his wife right there." Amara felt every eye burn into her skin. 12 years of loyalty flashed. The miscarriage she hid so he could close a deal, the nights she coded while he partied in Ibiza, the way he called her my rock, in interviews while forgetting her birthday. Her legs moved before her mind caught up. Straight to the bar. The bartender, a young Emirati man, recognized her. "Mrs. Lang, your usual," she cut him off with a look. Poured the whiskey herself. Neat. No ice. Walked back through the crowd that parted like the Red Sea. Lila broke the kiss, smirking, lips swollen. Victor's eyes widened, guilt, finally. Amara extended the glass. "To new beginnings," she said, voice steady as steel. Lila took it, confused. Victor reached for Amara's arm. She stepped back. "Don't." One word. Final. She didn't run. Queens don't run. She walked, past the sheiks, past the models, past the ice sculpture melting into a puddle, into the private elevator. Doors closed. Alone. The mirrored wall showed a woman still flawless on the outside. Inside, something shattered. Not her heart, her illusions. She pressed the button for the lobby, then pulled out her phone. Booked the 1 a.m. flight to Lagos. No return. Texted her driver. Airport. Now. Then to Victor. "Congratulations. You're free." Sent. Blocked. I in the car. Dubai's neon blurred past. Amara stared at the Burj Khalifa, once their symbol of conquest. Now it just lights. Her mother's voice echoed from childhood in Enugu. "A black woman's tears are diamonds. Don't waste them on fools." She wiped her eyes once. No more. At the airport, the private jet terminal buzzed quietly. The stewardess smiled. "Champagne, Mrs. Lang?" Amara removed her wedding ring, placed it in the woman's palm. "Water. And it's Ms. Okeke now." She boarded, buckled in, and as the plane lifted over the desert, she whispered to the night, "Watch me burn it all down." Victor stood frozen on the rooftop, Lila clinging to his arm, whiskey glass empty. His phone buzzed, Amara's text. He read it 3 times. Tried calling. Straight to voicemail. Panic clawed his throat. He shoved past guests, demanded his driver. "Where is she?" The man shrugged. "Airport, sir." "Lagos." Victor's world tilted. He'd expected tears, begging a scene. Not this. Not silence. Lila pouted. "Baby, let's dance." He looked at her like she was a stranger. Because she was. And the woman he just lost? She'd been his everything. Until he forgot. Amara landed in Lagos at dawn. The humid air hit like a hug. Her Annie's driver waited. No fanfare, just a battered Toyota and a sign. Welcome home, Amara. She slid into the back, kicked off the Louboutins, and laughed for the first time in months. Real laughter, the kind that hurt your ribs. She was done performing, done saving. The jet lag, the heartbreak, the betrayal, it all crashed in. But so did something else. Freedom. Raw. Terrifying. Hers. She didn't go to the mansion Victor bought her parents. Went to the modest villa her grandmother left her. Oceanfront. Peeling paint. Mango trees heavy with fruit. No staff. Just her. She cooked jollof rice with too much pepper, burned the first batch, cried over the smoke, then tried again. Slept 12 hours. Woke up and coded. Not for Lang Tech. For herself. Phoenix AI. A beast that would predict market crashes with 98% accuracy, using the very models Victor claimed as his own. She worked barefoot on the veranda. Ocean waves her soundtrack. Naomi's video calls her lifeline. Mommy, when are you coming home? Amara smiled. I'm home, baby. And soon you'll visit. Victor's calls piled up. Voicemails at 3 a.m. Dubai time. Baby, it was a mistake. Lila means nothing. Come back. She listened once. Deleted the rest. Lila posted the kiss on Instagram. Hashtag power couple. Comments exploded. Langtech stock dipped 2%. Investors whispered, Where's Amara? Victor smiled for cameras, but his eyes were hollow. Lila spent $500,000 on a handbag. He paid without blinking. Then another dip. 5%. Board members called emergency meetings. We need her algorithms. Victor lied. She's on sabbatical. Truth. He couldn't find her in Lagos. Amara's hair grew out natural, tight coils kissed by salt air. She danced to Burna Boy at sunrise, mentored girls from Makoko slums on weekends, taught them Python between fishing boats. Phoenix grew. She hired 2 coders, brilliant, hungry, loyal. No NDAs. Just trust. The app's beta test predicted a crypto crash. Users made millions. Word spread quietly. Billionaires DM'd. She ignored them all, except one. Victor's rival, Chun Wei, offered a meeting in Nairobi. She agreed. One condition, no Victor. 6 months after the kiss, Langtech's stock hovered at a fragile high. Victor married Lila in a $20 million Maldives ceremony. White sand, private jets, fireworks spelling VNL forever. Amara watched the live stream once. Closed the tab. That night, she launched Phoenix AI publicly. No press release. Just a tweet. Predict the future. Or build it. Phoenix.ai. Within hours, downloads crashed servers. Chen invested $200 million. Phoenix exposed a hidden flaw in Langtech's core code, a backdoor Amara built years ago as insurance. She'd never planned to use it. Until now. The market opened. Langtech plummeted 40% in 90 minutes. Victor watched the ticker in his glass office. Tai Askew. Lila screaming about canceled sponsorships. He flew to Lagos unannounced. Found Amara on the beach at sunset, red sundress whipping in the wind. You did this, he rasped. She turned, eyes calm. No, Victor. You did. I just stopped catching you when you fell. He begged. Offered half the company. A new ring. She laughed. Poured him a glass of water from her bottle. He refused. She drank it. I don't serve whiskey to ghosts. She walked away again. This time, barefoot in the sand. Phoenix hit $10 billion valuation. Amara mentored 100 girls, built schools, danced under stars with. 6 months vanished like smoke, and the world crowned Victor and Lila kings of excess. Their Maldives wedding exploded across every feed. $20 million. White orchids flown from Thailand. A diamond-encrusted cake taller than the officiant. Lila's veil cost more than most people's houses. Victor smiled for the drones, but the grin never reached his eyes. Langtech stock wobbled at $312 a share, down from its $450 peak. Investors whispered about the Amara void. Victor drowned the noise in champagne and Lila's endless shopping list in Lagos. Amara woke before the sun, salt breeze slipping through mosquito nets. The villa's cracked tiles cooled her bare feet while she brewed strong coffee and opened her laptop. Phoenix AI hummed, lines of code glowing like fireflies. She had stripped every trace of Lang tech from the system, rebuilt it cleaner, meaner, hers. Beta users, hedge funds in Singapore, crypto whales in Seoul, raved in private discords. This thing smells blood before the market bleeds. Amara read the messages, smiled, and kept coding. Naomi flew in every other weekend, private tutor in tow. They built sandcastles that doubled as server farms in the child's imagination. Mommy, when can I tell Daddy about Phoenix? Amara kissed her forehead. When it's bigger than his ego, baby. They danced to Davido on the veranda, Naomi's braids flying, Amara's laughter louder than the waves. No security detail. No paparazzi. Just freedom wearing flip-flops. Victor's first crack appeared in a boardroom in Manhattan. A director slid a tablet across the table. Phoenix AI had predicted a 12% dip in African telecoms. Spot on. Langtech's own model missed it by 8 points. Where the hell is Amara? The man barked. Victor's jaw clenched. Sabbatical. Lies tasted like rust now. Lila burst in mid-meeting, demanding he approve a $1.2 million birthday party on a yacht. He signed without looking. That night, stock closed down another 3%. Amara's days blurred into rhythm. Code, run, mentor, sleep. She taught coding to 20 teenage girls from Makoko on Saturdays. Under a mango tree, laptops balanced on plastic chairs. One kid, Aisha, fixed a bug in 10 minutes that stumped Amara for an hour. You're hired, Amara said. Aisha's eyes went wide. First paycheck, enough to move her family out of the slums. Word spread. Applications flooded. Amara hired 5 more, paid them double marketing salaries, no strings. Chinwe landed in Nairobi with a Gulfstream and a proposal. Over Ugali and Nyamachoma, he offered $200 million for 15% of Phoenix. No board seat, no interference, just fuel. Amara studied him, sharp eyes, no ego. She countered, $300 million, 10%, and a promise to fund STEM scholarships across Africa. He laughed, shook her hand. Deal sealed before dessert. Victor's spiral accelerated. Lila leaked their prenup to a gossip site for branding. Sponsors bailed. A rival sued Langtech for patent infringement, using code Amara had written. Victor's lawyers begged for her testimony. She ghosted them. Stock hit $180. He started drinking at noon, Macallan 25, the same bottle Amara poured for Lila. The irony tasted worse than the whiskey. Phoenix's public launch dropped like a bomb on a Tuesday morning. No press conference, just a tweet from an anonymous handle, phoenix.ai/live. Within minutes, servers groaned under traffic. The app's first public prediction, Langtech would lose 35 to 45% by Friday. Screenshots went viral. Short sellers piled in. Victor watched the ticker in real time, face gray. Lila screamed about canceled Vogue covers. He didn't hear her. Friday came. Langtech opened at $178, crashed to $98 by lunch. The hidden backdoor Amara planted years ago, her insurance policy, activated quietly. It fed garbage data into every forecast. Investors panicked. The board fired Victor mid-plunge. He stumbled out of the building, tie undone, paparazzi swarming. Lila's bags were already packed. The yacht left without him, but he flew commercial to Lagos, economy middle seat, no one recognizing the fallen king. Found the villa at dusk. Amara sat on the sea wall, red cotton dress glowing against the sunset, laptop closed for once. Victor's shoes sank in sand. You destroyed me. His voice cracked like cheap glass. Amara turned, eyes softer than he deserved. No, you handed me the match. I just lit it. He dropped to his knees. Half the company. Anything. Please. Salt wind whipped her curls. She stood, brushed sand from her dress. I don't want your crumbs, Victor. I built my own table. She pulled a bottle of water from her tote, took a long drink, offered it. He stared, confused. Whiskey, he rasped. She capped the bottle. Ghosts don't get the good stuff. He watched her walk inside, screen door slapping shut. No slam, just final. Victor sat in the sand until stars came out, Waves erasing his footprints one by one. Phoenix hit $10 billion valuation by Monday. Amara's face stayed off Forbes, her choice. She funneled profits into solar-powered coding labs from Kibera to Kumasi. Naomi started school in Lagos, top of her class, telling classmates her mom makes computers dream. Aisha's algorithm tweak pushed Phoenix accuracy to 99.2%. Investors begged for meetings. Amara took none. She took beach runs at 5 a.m., cooked pepper soup too spicy for Naomi, laughed until her sides hurt. 1 year after the kiss, Dubai's rooftop gala made headlines again. Lang Tech bankrupt, assets sold for pennies. Victor lived in a one-bedroom in Houston, teaching fintech to bored undergrads. Lila shilled diet tea on TikTok, follower count halved. Amara threw a party on the same beach. 50 girls in Phoenix t-shirts, Afrobeats blasting, jollof steaming. She danced barefoot, Naomi on her hip, Annie's clapping. Fireworks spelled nothing, just color against the sky. She deleted Victor's last voicemail unheard. Blocked Lila's 15th burner account. Stood at the water's edge, moon silver on the waves. Whispered to the ocean, I thought love was sacrifice. Turns out it was the price of admission to myself. The tide carried the words away. She didn't need them anymore. Phoenix kept rising. Amara kept building. Not for revenge. For every girl who'd been told her code wasn't pretty enough, her dreams too small. She signed emails Ms. Okeke in bold. The world learned the name. And somewhere, a woman watching on YouTube wiped tears, closed her laptop, and opened a coding tutorial. Because if Amara could walk away from billions and build bigger, maybe she could walk away from whatever chained her too.